everyone, it's Kim from Square Foot Gardening for You, and today I wanted to show you how to transplant tomato seedlings. This little baby has outgrown its pot, so I need to put it in a larger one. I think that you can see that on the stem are a lot of little tiny hairs, and each one of those hairs has the potential of becoming a root if it comes in contact with soil. So most plants, if you take it out of the pot, you would only put the root ball into the pot at the same soil level, but you don't have to do that with tomatoes. So what I've done is I have a larger pot here, and I reach in and make a large hole in the center, and I'm going to bury this puppy till it won't go any further. And I will snug up some soil to it. I will make sure that it has a lot of water, and then that way it takes the air pockets out, and then I'll put it into a nice warm sunny place for a few days to make sure that I minimize transplant shock. So you're probably thinking, okay, that's great for potted tomatoes, but what about a square foot garden? Because in square foot gardening, our raised beds are usually only 6 inches deep. So I'm going to show you a neat method that Mel Bartholomew came up with called trenching. And this is going to simulate 1 square foot in a square foot gardening raised bed. So what you're going to do is you're going to dig a hole for the root ball, and then you're going to use your finger to make a trench all the way just to the center of the square. Then I have also taken and cut the bottom leaves off of this seedling, but I've slipped it into a half of a toilet paper roll. The reason I've done that is I have a problem with cutworms, and if you've ever walked out into your garden and the day before had this lovely, lovely plant, and then all of a sudden it looks like someone came and took a pair of scissors, you've got cutworms. So I'll put the root ball in the corner, and I will lay the stem down in the trench, and I will partially bury the cutworm collar, part of it underneath the soil level and part of it above the soil level, because cutworms are kind of insidious and they are in the ground, and so they can attack it from the ground or up above the ground. And then I take and I make sure that I have good soil contact all the way from the root ball to the center. Now you're going to notice that this plant is going off to the side. That's fine. Please don't try to get it to stand upright. You can do a little bit, but please, you're going to end up snapping it if you do it a little bit too harshly. I guarantee you in a few days, this little thing is going to be upright. So that's the way we do it in square foot gardening. Now, if you have a row of squares where you're going to do tomatoes, I would suggest that you have in your mind, all right, all my root balls are going to go in the far left corner, because that way you're going to know where to pour the water, so that you're not wasting water by having to water the whole square. And I guarantee you that you're going to be very pleased with how your tomatoes come out, because they are going to have a lot more root mass, and we know that that means that they're intaking or uptaking more nutrients, and which will result in a better, healthier plant and better tomatoes. So if you have any questions, join me on Facebook at Square Foot Gardening, the number 4 and the letter U. Again, this is Kim. Have a great day.